Hey everybody, Adam Savage, and I live in San Francisco where we've been graced with the Cirque du Soleil's show ECHO for the past few months, and I saw it the other night, and it has flying insect drones in it. And I'm here with Michael. How are you, sir?
Good, you?
Very good. I saw these drones and they made me so excited. I have not seen drones in a theatrical environment yet. And this is your fiefdom. This is your full-time gig.
Yes.
Keeping these guys aloft.
Yes.
Tell me about these drones.
Well, the thing that's really cool about these drones specifically is other drones that you might see in entertainment operate with propellers, like proper helicopters and such. These actually fly via their wings.
That makes them officially ornithopters.
Yes.
Dude, okay, so these look very custom. Did you build these from scratch?
No, these are from a vendor that Cirque got for their creation. So now we have to maintain them and make them usable for the road full time. And
making them usable for the road full time makes me believe that you're probably rebuilding these all the time.
We are maintaining what we have currently.
Okay.
And we're starting to talk about rebuilding them to fit any market that we go to, because we'll lose access to our vendor as easily as we had them before. So we're hoping that by making them here in-house, we can maintain less. Okay. If that makes sense.
Yeah. Well, so talk to me about the difficulties and about the design of this. Yes. How does this stays aloft by flapping its damn wings?
Yes. So it has to be very, very light. Yeah. And that's its biggest problem. So anything that we fix or maintain, we can't add a lot to it.
No. What does this weigh? 4 ounces?
This
6
about
ounces?
86 grams.
86 grams. Yeah, 4 ounces.
So, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So that's our big struggle here is anytime a wing breaks or the body breaks, if we have to replace something or add glue a piece in to stabilize it, it adds that weight.
How many of these are flying during the show?
5.
5. Is it always 5? Do you sometimes lose one?
Sometimes, very rarely if we can help it. Very rarely. But yes, we'll have to bop down to 4 if we only have 4 available because one is broken and we have to fix it.
There's something really beautiful in the show is that they seem to be struggling to stay in the air. And that is a super compelling, one flew right past me. And they seem to really have struggling. That seems like real.
Yes, yeah. And it depends, because some shows you'll see, some of them are flying quite gracefully, and then the same bug in the next show might look like it's struggling. And there are so many variables that we have to account for. HVAC, we think temp and humidity sometimes even, the skill of the pilot, because our pilots change.
So it's a separate pilot for each one. Yep. They're not on any automated...
Correct. So we have 5 people with controllers, 3 artists and 2 technicians. And we try to have a similar rotation between shows of the same pilots for consistency's sake, but sometimes a poor artist or a poor technician might be rotated into a track that they haven't done for a month. Now they have to fly this in the show without hitting people, without hitting masts, without hitting cables. So they are kind of struggling sometimes. So
talk to me about your check system at the top of each show. It must be pretty extensive.
Yeah. So we have to make sure that we have a bunch of charged batteries, because a flight, it can eat up the battery in 3 minutes, So we have to, that's number 1 is batteries for everybody.
Right.
2, the second thing is we just start with the wings. The wings are usually the biggest culprit for why something's not flying.
And so you're inspecting them and making sure there's no separation, no tears.
Tears, separation, the carbon fiber rods that we have here sometimes snap.
That's what this framework is. It's just carbon fiber. Oh my God, that's so light.
Yep. And sometimes they snap under just the constant pressure of flapping or hitting something, sometimes just handling them as well. You'll see sometimes people will take them out of their shelf and the wing will get caught on something and it'll snap, because they have to be light and delicate, and we're in a very fast moving environment here. So these things happen every single day.
So batteries, wings, do you do a test flight of each one to pre-show?
The pilot who is flying will.
Amazing.
And that gives them the opportunity to, we have more than 5 available so that they can kind of choose one that they vibe with, that speaks to them,
Okay.
So
number 2 here might be somebody's particular project.
Yeah, and this is, so we're going to be very careful with him today.
Okay. Yes. After the pre-show check, these guys go into their positions and hopefully nothing changes.
Hopefully nothing changes. Yes.
I was watching them fly and I found myself wondering how often an audience member reaches out and tries to pluck one out of the sky.
Every show.
Every show.
Every show.
Oh my God.
Yep. And it's you just bite your tongue and you go, okay. Great.
I thought we were all adults.
Yep. And they don't understand how light they're going to be and how fragile. So they don't just try to touch them. They grab. Oh yeah, we smashed all the time.
Oh my gosh.
Yep. So
and you don't want to say, "Hey, audience, please don't grab the flying things."
It's a very pretty moment, and it's shocking and it's magical. So you don't want to warn them ahead of time. There's going to be a prop flying over you. We don't want that.
My biggest thought when they were flying was that it felt like I was in a Miyazaki film, right? Like it was like Nausicaa Valley of the Winds. Yeah. Okay, so post show. If everything goes great, you probably are able just to check everything and get ready for the next show?
Yes, in theory.
Okay.
So after that scene where these are flying, the artists and technicians, our pilots, will come back to the person running our props track, and they will report if they crashed or not. And if they had a successful flight, we don't necessarily need to re-inspect that bug. But if they crashed, we'll try to do an inspection with whoever's flying it for the next show that day or the next day.
Oh my God. And you have 1 3-show day, am I right?
Yes.
That day might get tricky for keeping these things going. Oh
yes,
my gosh.
yes. So we try our best to do most of our inspections and maintenance the day before the Saturdays where we do 3s to get us to the weekend. We call it Firefly Day. That's just our little internal word that we started using.
I love this. What is the thing when it doesn't go smoothly? You said the wings are the most delicate. That's the most regular break?
Yes.
After that,
the body for sure.
So the body looks like it's
very thin
molded
polystyrene. Yep.
Foam.
Yep.
Wow.
Yep. So we'll often have cracks just through the center of the body here. And that will often cause this framing member here to pop out of its place.
Oh, and then it loses all of its...
Yep.
Oh, wow.
Sometimes it will crack and still fly perfectly fine. And it's just one of those things where we have so many variables to look through here that it could be a crack, but that crack that's seemingly what's making it not fly isn't the case. It's the crankshafts or something else in here.
And these things might be light enough that like one extra piece of Scotch tape might prevent them from flying, or is it?
We have a little bit of wiggle room, thank goodness. We were originally maintaining these. Anytime we had a crack, we would go over the crack with another piece of foam from an old body.
Oh, and then it gets heavier and heavier.
It gets heavier. It still flies, but to a certain point, you can only do that so much. So actually, we're switching to using a tape now that's clear. And this one actually has plenty of cracks all around it.
Yeah.
But you don't really notice, even up close, until you're looking for them. So, and I think it's really helping this one stay more consistent than the ones that we fixed with that other method.
Okay. So. I'm noticing here a marvelous little 3D printed gearbox. That's part of your vendor's custom little system.
Yes.
Unbelievable.
Yeah.
That is so freaking cool. Are you guys, are you able to 3D print replacement parts here on the road?
Certain parts, mostly for the wings, and maybe like if we're looking at adding like a switch mount here and such, and like this little retaining cap we'll 3D print, but everything else right now it's still from the vendor. I've
been talking to some of the other crew members about the various technologies that are being monitored during the show. Do these guys have sensors in them that you know where they are, or is it all operator?
All operator.
All operator. Yep. That struck me as probable because you can't, every gram counts.
Yes.
I looked over here to the left and I saw the unmistakable smell of vacuum form plate.
You smelled right.
So do you do occasionally, this is a buck.
Yes.
I thought this might be a pull, but this is a buck. So you can pull your own forms here.
We're starting to experiment with the idea.
Gotcha.
And this is part of moving into, we'll maybe jump continents at some point. And so being able to be a little bit more self-sufficient is where we're going. So we've experimented. We did a mock-up with just materials we had on hand to test weights first. This is actually double the weight of this body, and it still flew. A little sporadically, but it still flew.
Wow. So that tells you your full parameter.
Yes. So we're trying to split the difference right now with this second mock-up we've done. And we're looking at doing some thin ABS plastic. This was a 3D printed, we had a larger 3D printed model at some point, but I just, for this mock-up, cut it down, filled it in, and put it here to test our weight. So this is our most recent pull from ABS plastic.
So this is active R&D you're doing for maintenance and production.
Yes.
Incredible.
I think what we've discovered, the biggest thing we've discovered is that we can't replace the foam in its entirety all the way through. There's not another substrate that's will match the weight of this. So we're looking at mixing materials.
Gotcha.
And our biggest area where we get damage is here, because this is where it will crash, and through the neck and sternum. So hoping to reinforce that with a plastic, and then the rest of the body still be foam.
That's really
That's
cool.
the direction we're moving now. That will probably change tomorrow.
Was flying things your particular bailiwick before this show? No, you just took on this mantle. So is it now one of your core competencies, or would you be happy to never make another thing fly?
It's a competency we're interested in. I wouldn't say it's a core competency.
Fair.
But I also don't want to never make anything fly again.
Well, I mean, there's something so beautiful about their struggle to fly, both behind the scenes and in reality. I mean, it's narratively evocative.
Yes, and it's a very pretty moment, because it's a quiet stage, a dark stage. This bug is found, an artist picks it up, and it flies out of his hands. When the moment is done, the audience looks back at the stage, and now we're in a new act that has to do with Fireflies. It's such a short moment, and that you have to remind yourself it's such a short moment, but it has a large impact on the show, and that's why we spend so many hours.
Is there anything I haven't asked about these? Do you end up having a favorite of the numbers, of the ones?
Yes, but week to week. It's never the same. It's week to week. Yeah. This week I think is number 2.
Number 2's been really a real solid performer.
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes,
Do you ever get to go out and watch the audience react?
On occasion, yeah. And often if I'm in here on a maintenance shift during the show, I can hear them as well. If I don't get the chance to go out, you can hear people gasping or shouting if one does get very close to them, because they don't see it coming and it comes from behind.
Isn't it I don't think people realize with real theater people that we just love the sound of the audience having a great time.
Oh yeah.
Right? It's the best sound ever.
Yeah. It's definitely versus being here just during the days and missing shows, you definitely are reminded why you want to do this when you hear that.
Yeah, totally.
For sure.
Michael, this is such a daunting thing. I feel you. I've been in this kind of space. It's really beautiful. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Appreciate
Incredible work.